Welcome, everyone. I'm Erica with Mind Ventures Meditation and Movement. And today we're going to do an upper body, mainly focusing on our shoulders, really understanding the muscles that we're working and really creating some strength and stability so we can get some armpits of power in there. So let's get started. Find your Tadasana or comfortable stance, equal weight on both legs. Shift your hips back over your heels, and then let your hips settle where they feel comfortable. Allow those shoulders to relax down. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes or just lower your gaze to the floor. We're going to take a moment here to tune into our breathing, tune into that beautiful breath of ours, breathing in through our nose and either out back through our nose or out through our mouth. Just acknowledging the sensations at the tip of our nose, acknowledging the sensation either out through our mouth or back through our nose. And turn your focus to your shoulders. How do they feel today? Are you feeling tight? Maybe holding some extra tension in these areas. And with your next exhale, can you ask your shoulders to just soften, allowing them to rest and relax and just hang. And on your next exhale, if your eyes are closed, we're going to flutter our eyes back open and we're going to get started. So here we go. Let's just start warming up. We're going to roll our shoulders forward, just nice, gentle rolls. They don't need to be excessive. They don't need to be huge. Just nice and nourishing, feel-good movements. And we're going to switch directions. Good. We're going to come back to center. We're going to take our chin and we're going to stick it out. We're going to drop it down towards our chest. And maybe here you're feeling some nice sensations along the back of your neck. From here, we're going to do some head rolls. We're going to allow our left ear to roll towards our left shoulder, roll back behind, around so our right ear comes to right shoulder, back down towards our chest. And we're going to just do a couple of circles here, slow and steady, just warming up our neck. Because everything is attached. All of our movements affect other areas of our body. One more roll. And when your chin reaches back down to your chest, you're going to hold here. Take a breath. And then we're going to do the opposite direction. So you're going to take your chin, you're going to roll your right ear to your right shoulder, back behind, all the way around, back towards your chest. And just taking a moment to notice as you do this movement, slow and steady, what sensations you might be feeling, what the movement might be doing to other areas of your shoulders, your arms. And we're going to come back to center. Take a breath. And as you exhale on your next breath, you're going to draw your chin back to center. Here we go. We're going to inhale all the way up towards the sky. We're going to grab that left wrist and we're going to reach towards the sky, and then we're going to exhale as we go to the right. We really want to just have the upper body moving, trying to keep our hips pointed forward. Shoulders are open. Good. We're going to inhale back to center. Switch hands, left hand to right wrist. Reach up, exhale to the left. Good. Keep those shoulders open. Headlights are forward. Headlights meaning our hip bones forward. Inhale up. Switch hands again. Reach up, exhale to the right. Inhale up, switch one more time. Exhale. Really pulling that arm. Really breathing down into those right ribs. Good. Inhale up. We're going to switch hands. Reach up with that left. Reach over. Good. Now from here, you're going to take that left shoulder and allow it to drop down towards the floor. And then really reach with that left hand and have that right hand pull that left arm. Keep breathing. Then we're going to open that chest back up towards the sky. Inhale all the way up. Draw, switch hands. Left, right arms coming over top. Exhale. And then drop that right shoulder towards the floor. Reach that right arm. Use the left hand to pull that arm. Keep breathing. Open back up through that chest. Reach up towards the sky. And then exhale all the way down. Good. Shake that all out. So let's get into some internal and external rotations of our upper humerus. So what we're doing is as we're moving our arm, we're moving the head of our large bone here in the socket of the shoulder joint. So we're going to bring our arms out front. We're going to allow our palms to go up towards the sky. Be mindful of those shoulders creeping up. Allow them to relax down your back. All right? So from here, the movement is internal rotation, wrapping the muscles around inwards, and external rotation, elbow pits up to sky, rolling that bicep muscle outwards, external rotation. So let's just do some gentle movements, internal and external, and just allow yourself to feel the movement within the arm itself. Good. And then maybe add a little bit more intention. So just turning those hands over and back is wonderful, nourishing movement. But when we start to add a little bit more intention, you start to feel some muscles kicking on, maybe your pecs, maybe some muscles in your back. So internal and external. And let's add coming up towards the sky as we do this, slowly allowing those arms to come up. Being mindful that we're not thrusting those ribs up, really try and keep those ribs down. And then slowly lower your arms back down. Good. Now let's bring our arms out halfway. Internal, external rotation. Drawing back up again. Slow and steady, really feeling the movement within internal and external rotation. And then draw back down. Good. Out to the side. We're going to internal, externally rotate. Now, as we're doing this, let's add a little bit to this. As we internally rotate our right arm, really draw that right shoulder forward. As we externally rotate that left arm, really draw that arm backwards. And then switch. Left shoulder comes forward, right shoulder back. Switch. Good. going at your own pace, feeling any sensations that might arise, any pain you want to back off on the movement, any clunking. Clunking is fine. It's only if it's painful, okay, that you want to be mindful and back off. Good. One more each side. And then go ahead, release. Whew. Shake that all out. All right, let's come into our cactus arms. And so being mindful, if you've had shoulder issues, your arms may not be perfectly in a cacti. They might be a little forward. So you want to be mindful of where your body is and that you're not thrusting those ribs in order to get those arms back. Drop those ribs down nicely so they're stacked over top of your pelvis. And here we go. We're going to allow our right arm to drop down, keeping that elbow up, and then we're going to switch and switch. Good. And just noticing an opportunity to see, does your arm go all the way down? Maybe it doesn't, and that's okay. Just acknowledging, this is a wonderful way to acknowledge where your shoulder mobility is at today. And if you're working on shoulder mobility specifically, 10% changes over time. Good. Then we're going to come back to center. We're going to release. We're going to shake that out. Allow your head to roll. Maybe do some gentle shoulder rolls. And then we're going to come back to cactus again. Okay. And this time, instead of opposite, we're going to do both at the same time. And so a wonderful way of also doing this is if you have a wall to lean against, it gives you another sensation of keeping those ribs dropped down as you do this movement. Because when we allow our ribs to pop up, it takes away our ability just to work on our shoulder mobility. And that's really important. We have so many helper muscles that want to do the work for us. And we're just asking our ribs to stay out of it today. Good. Last one. And then go ahead, relax. Shake that all out if you need to. Okay, now we're going to take both our arms up behind our heads. So hands can just come to the upper part of our neck. And then we're going to inhale up, exhale, allow our hands to come back behind. Inhale up, exhale, back behind. Good. Keep going. Inhale up, exhale, back behind. Allowing yourself to notice the movement within your body. Does one arm do this movement a little bit easier versus the other arm? Maybe again you have some clicking going on. That's okay. Being mindful of our ribs again. All of these movements we're doing today, you can do seated, you can do on the floor. You do not need to be standing. Good. Excellent. We're going to do one more. Beautiful. And then release. Shake that all out. All right, we're going to do something very similar, but we're going to do opposite arms this time. So right arm's going to come up behind our back. Left hand is coming behind. And then we're reaching and switching. Reaching and switching. Again, being mindful, does one arm wrap behind your back easier than the other? And it's okay. There's no judgment, no criticism over these movements. It's just tuning into how your body is moving and making adjustments that might feel best for you. So important to be mindful of that. Good. Almost there. Really allowing us to see the movements within our shoulders. Last one. Whew. Go ahead, shake that out if you need to. Wonderful. That is all for today. So let's take a moment finding your aha space right now with your shoulders. Legs are hip width apart or wider. Give those shoulders a little bit of a shake. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. And I want you to just take a couple moments here to breathe and really tune into those beautiful shoulders that we just did some nourishing movement with. Tuning in to see how they feel. Good. And on your next exhale, go ahead, flutter your eyes back open. Thank you again for joining me today, all about shoulders and shoulder love. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind.